Interest in EVs is growing, and right here we have one of Edmunds' top recommendations, the 2021 Tesla Model 3. One of the big questions that keeps coming up is about the range. So today we're going to take a long drive with a mix of city and highway to see how far we can get. Hey everyone, I'm Yomary from Edmunds, where we're known as the car testing pros. We've teamed up with the experts at CarMax to help you find the right vehicle for your needs. Since its debut in 2017, the Model 3 has gotten a lot of attention, but no direct competition until the recent entry of the BMW i4 and a bit less direct competition from the Ford Mustang Mach-E. CarMax sells the Model 3 for an average of just about $53,000. That might sound pricey, and if you wanted to go lower for an EV, there is the Chevrolet Bolt or the Nissan Leaf. But they are nowhere near what this long range can offer. So yeah, you are getting what you pay for. One of the big selling points for buying a Model 3 is the electric range you get. Take this 2021 model, for example. It has an EPA-estimated range of 353 miles. In our Edmunds testing, we've gotten 345 miles. So we're going to drive up the coast and back and see how we do. Look, most people only drive about 30 miles each day, so an EPA-estimated 353-mile range means this could potentially go days without charging. And then, when you're ready to take that trip up the coast, it's got the legs to get you there. Well, at least that's what I'm counting on. This is the long-range version. It's not even the performance, and the acceleration is great. Tesla's pretty hush-hush about how much power it delivers, but if I were them, I'd be bragging. Driving around town lets you take full advantage of one-pedal driving. One-pedal driving means when you come off the accelerator, the car will automatically slow down on its own and begin to recuperate energy that is then stored in the battery. So you're one-pedal driving with just the accelerator, and when you stop pressing it, the car can slow to a stop. Of course, you can always hit the brakes and slow down a lot sooner. It takes some getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty enjoyable. Plus, it can help you save money on charging and brake repairs. We also really like the way it handles thanks to its sharp steering, which is a lot of fun on curvy roads. But I do want to talk about ride quality because it's not the best around. The suspension feels good on smooth roads, and out here on the freeway it's great. But it starts to feel pretty stiff on some surfaces. If the going gets rough, you're going to feel it. But you know what? It's pretty quiet inside, so I think that kind of makes up for it, at least a little bit. Thankfully, there's a lot of headroom and legroom up front, which makes road trips really comfy. Now keep in mind, this is a small vehicle that just feels extra roomy, especially with all of this glass around you. The seats are upholstered with a synthetic leather material that does a nice job of feeling premium. It's cushy and supportive, and there's a lot of adjustability in the seat to suit all kinds of drivers too. It's just not very breathable, so summer weather in a dress could be a challenge. Other than that, the seats are a strong point. Teslas are known for their minimalist interior design, but when you do see styling, it's nice to look at, like this wood paneling. There's pretty good use of storage space, so I got my water bottle and some room for snacks. You have a traditional center console for small items, and then, since there's no gear shifter here, there's another loading space ahead of the cup holders, plus a designated space for your phone up in the front. This is smart thinking from Tesla. The touchscreen in the Model 3 controls just about every aspect of the car. Seriously. That means air conditioning, heated seats, glove box, the speed of the windshield wipers, even the direction of the AC vents, all in addition to the normal stuff like navigation and your music. That's a lot, so you should ask yourself if you'll be comfortable using it. Now this music icon will bring up options for your tunes. One important note, Tesla does not offer compatibility with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto smartphone integration. So you can't display your phone's apps directly on the touchscreen like you can with most other cars. Instead, you can connect your phone to the car via Bluetooth and access it that way. Personally, it would be nice to have the option. you can pull up all kinds of things. You can make a phone call, check your calendar, look at camera views, or even play games. And also checking the state of your charge with cool graphics. And of course, there's navigation, which is standard on all Model 3s. It includes this huge helpful map with traffic updates, and it's simple and straightforward to use. In our experience, the map can sometimes lag because it's pulling information in real time, which means service isn't always great in poor cell reception areas. Just something to keep in mind. There's a whole lot more that this touchscreen can do. This just covers the essentials, and in our Edmunds testing, we found that it can be confusing to find your way around. So you'll have to practice to make it second nature. Okay, we are about 3 hours in. It's time to stretch those legs and get some snacks. Now, speaking of snacks, let's see where we can store them. Lots of small EVs are hatchbacks, so they'll have a more impressive space back here for cargo, where the Model 3 is a traditional sedan with a traditional trunk. But it's still pretty large. There's 12.3 cubic feet of space here, which is plenty for groceries or a couple of suitcases for those weekend trips. Check this out! You get a frunk! Sure, it's on the small side at 2.7 cubic feet, but not every EV has this. So Tesla was ahead of the curve here. And if you're a heavy packer, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Okay, it's time to hit the road. Okay, so how did we do? Well, we drove about 170 miles up the coast, and when we arrived, we had 23% battery. 23%? Why not 50%? We only drove about half the estimated range. Well, weather and driving styles can have a big effect on your range, so keep that in mind. Then we charged the battery to 92%, we drove back conservatively, and we arrived with 53% charge. Tesla supercharging stations are very important when traveling distances other than your daily commute. Thankfully, they're easy to locate, and Tesla is constantly expanding their network. But you should check availability in your area or wherever you're headed. When you plug in, your car automatically charges your account, so paying is hassle-free. You can still get a charge even if you forgot your wallet. It helps smooth over the EV ownership process quite a bit. Now, you might be here for a while. Tesla claims you can charge 175 miles in 15 minutes. The charge time does slow down as it gets past 80% as a safety precaution for the batteries. When it comes to EVs, you do have choices, and they're growing. The Tesla Model 3 has a head start when it comes to the overall package, so it's no wonder that it's won our Edmunds top-rated award for EVs several years in a row. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the CarMax YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our videos. And I'll see you here next time.